very difficult to keep track of all of the updates that we've had with Lords of the Fallen because the team at CI Games and Hexworks, they have been working tirelessly to make up for all of those issues, known issues that we know that Lords of the Fallen is. We know that Lords of the Fallen is an amazing game. I've been enjoying it like not many other games this year. Despite the issues and problems that it has, it's just a fantastic adventure and a fantastic rendition of a Souls-like that brings quite a lot of versatility and builds, characters, the world system exploration and what have you. But that said, without further ado, like I said, it is very difficult to keep track because they have been rolling patches like almost daily. I mean, the patches have been rolling real fast. Now, there are some specific mentions that I think that it is worthwhile to make sure everyone be aware of them, because there are some changes that are naturally going to be in the best interest of players to know, the ones that are the bigger ones. And I think that the patch that we are going to have on Thursday, this patch is not rolling out yet. It's going to be on Thursday the 26th. Most of the things that I'm going to mention in this video is going to be on the 26th. And then again, I do not want to bore you with just like copy pasting the patch notes in front of you and then read them for you. I'm just going to give you the highlights of what is it that you can expect on this coming patch for Thursday. So first and foremost, I think that the first thing that they addressed is the Vestages that you have in New Game Plus. There's going to be a huge change about that, and I think that it really is an interesting one. You see, the way that it works right now in New Game Plus is that as soon as you get to New Game Plus, there are no Vestages. So you have to run your New Game Plus playthrough just using your seed, your Vestige seed. So that is the only tool that you have available. The feedback in the community has been quite hard on that matter, and they said that they were going to change things, and as a matter of fact, I think that it is a little bit fresh because it's going to change from several iterations of the many new playthroughs that you are going to have in New Game Plus. Like for example, the first New Game Plus that you are going to have, there's going to be like less Vestages. They are going to be a little bit more located on key locations. You are still going to be missing out on some of the Vestages that you have right there. All the way as you progress into the harder areas of New Game Plus, as you go higher and higher and higher, the game is going to get that much more difficult, and you're going to get less Vestages until you get some kind of an experience of Dark Souls 1. And I want to have a little parenthesis in here. I think that it's just fantastic because it's only Dark Souls 1 the one that did this. Like, the amazing thing about Dark Souls 1 is it was that the world was beautiful and the interconnection between areas was just so on point that it was a delight to be exploring and running around. And I think that the world exploration and building has the same level of quality on Dark Souls 1. Demon Souls, Dark Souls 2, Dark Souls 3, Elden Ring, they all have fast travel. Dark Souls 1 is the only one that decided to just make you run through places, and I think that the world connectivity right here, it opens up for that very same thing. But it's a little bit more easy on you because you're still on the later stages of New Game Plus where the game is a little bit more difficult. You are still going to have the hub area Vestige, so you can fast travel to there whenever you need to. And also you're going to have your seed. So imagine, for example, if you go to the Harrower's boss fight and it's just a chore to just backtrack all the way through the depths, because that is a very annoying. It brings me memories from Dark Souls 1 as well. But nevertheless, you are still going to be able to go back to Skyros Bridge and then move over to the next area that you want to visit. So that's actually quite nice. And then paired with that, we have the enemy density. There's a meme running around, and as a matter of fact, I am part of that meme. Let it be known that I love Dark Souls 2 for whatever hate that I may receive. Actually, Dark Souls 2 is one of my favorites Dark Souls because of the versatility and the fashion and the build capacity, the versatility and builds that we have in Dark Souls 2. I'd say that Lords of the Fallen is Dark Souls 2 too. And one of the issues that I actually did have with Dark Souls 2 and with Lords of the Fallen is just enemy density. It feels too crowded. And at this point, how the enemies work in Lords of the Fallen, more than a challenge, like a genuine challenge that you feel that you are having while playing this game, it feels like a chore and it feels annoying. It's that level of artificial difficulty of just throwing bunches and bunches and bunches of enemies at you while not giving you a substantial challenge that it feels rewarding. It more than anything, like I said, Paladin Redundance, it just feels like a chore. It feels annoying. It doesn't feel like an actual intrinsic challenge that we would have. They address that, but that's still going to be a little bit tricky because this is where the title of the video is. They nerfed the whole game because traversal through areas of Lords of the Fallen, that's where the real difficulty is because of how annoying it is to be traveling between the hordes of enemies that you have in front of you. So that's one thing. It is no longer going to be that difficult on the base game because of that. That's going to help alleviate quite a lot of that difficulty, which is more than anything just annoying. But in New Game Plus, the AI is still going to be the same. One thing that they are going to do on regular playthrough is that the enemies are not going to pursue you that much. The AI, right now, it follows you throughout the depths of hell and back. Now it's going to be tweaked a little bit. The enemy is not going to follow you that much. And that is one cool thing, because now if you feel tired from an area, you can just run past enemies and they are not going to be following you and gathering behind you. On New Game Plus, though, the AI is going to be remaining unchanged, and there's going to be the regular vanilla game launch density, enemy density. So you might say that they are nerfing the game on itself, but in this case, I think that it was something needed. I think that it was a very welcome change because, yeah, at some point the game, I still play the game and it feels like a chore. It just feels annoying. It doesn't feel like a proper challenge. Now, crossplay, I do not know how to phrase this right here because it's weird. Maybe I'm missing something. I'm not a developer, so some things here. The thing is that crossplay, they completely removed it because it didn't properly work. We all know that. We've all tried to play with our PC friends and consoles, PlayStation, Xbox, and what have you, and it didn't work. They are trying to implement it as soon as possible, and this is where I do not know why they did like this, because it just doesn't make any sense. They said that they were going to activate proper working crossplay on Monday on all of the consoles, but it's not going to be active on PC until Thursday. Now, I mean, that doesn't make any sense. At the end of the day, Xbox and PlayStation players cannot play in between each other. The whole point of crossplay, ever since the game's launch, is for players to play between PC and Xbox and PC and PlayStation. So I do not know why didn't they just choose to activate this completely and on its entirety for PC and consoles on Thursday. Maybe that means that we are now going to be able to crossplay between platforms like PlayStation and Xbox. I sure hope that is the case. That is how it sounds. That is how it's phrased. But on the launch of the game, that was not possible. Like I said, it was just PC, Xbox, PC, and PlayStation. Let's just have in mind that it is going to be active. Let's sure hope that it works now. I've known that a lot of subscribers want to play with me. I do want to play with you. I want to play with my friends as well. We are going to try to make this thing work. And let's see if it finally works, the crossplay on Thursday. Let's hope that it does. Anyways, let me know what do you think in the comment section down below. Are you excited about this big change that we have right here? I certainly am, because these are some real needed changes that we need in Lords of the Fallen. Anyways, if you like the content, like never super appreciated. And also today that you're gorgeous and beautiful person. You're indeed a gorgeous and beautiful person. I will be seeing you goddamn gorgeous and beautiful people in the next one. Have a beautiful day and goodbye.